Oh, what's going on, guys? It is Inkbite Gaming here, bringing you back to another episode of Surprise Trade Sunday. In today's episode, we will finally be getting back to the, what Pokemon was picked, like, a week or so ago, just because last week was St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, so we did the shiny thing, but we are back to giving out these, Joltiks. We have the Joltiks. I did make sure I did put them to have the same nature. They're all timid because their parent was timid. Also, very much a shiny Galvantula. Thanks to our buddy from the week before that helped out. Next week, I do already have planned what next week's Pokemon will be. Just because I thought it would be an interesting Pokemon to do, but I will explain it at the end. I won't give away right now what next week's Pokemon going to be. Alright, but before we get into it, I do want to say, we are now at 262 subscribers. We are more than, I believe, like 30 something left for us to get to our goal. We are so close. So please, if you can, just subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. Because again, we're on that way to 300. Once we get to 300, we can finally announce the new goal and just go for it. But with that, we're just gonna dive right in, give away our Pokemon, and as always, we do have the Bulbapedia page to be able to learn a bit about the Pokemon here. Alright, so we're gonna get our first one traded away. We'll read about a little bit of it. Well, hold on, the trade was already given away. Joltik, Japanese, which is a Bachuru? Bachuryu? Probably not how it's said, but always butchering them, I guess. It is a dual bug electric Pokemon introduced in black and white, and is that a shiny? It is. It's Sparkles. I'm gonna give that one away, because as much as it's not said that it's a website, it is still, one of those Pokemon. But also I don't need a shiny, Iron Hands, because I already have one. So I'll be giving this one away. If it was a shiny that I don't currently have, I would keep it. But since it's one that I already have, I'll trade it back away at the end. Just because it seems about fair. But no, actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave the item on it because I think I can get those items perfectly fine. If it was a ability patch, if it was an ability patch, ability capsule, Master Ball, I would keep it. But since it's something that I think I could probably already get perfectly fine, I'm just gonna leave it on it. Alright, so, it evolves into Galvantula at level 36. Joltik is the attaching Pokemon, which is Pokedex number, 595. Is that another shiny? No. It's just the way the lighting was. It looked like another shiny. We'll just keep it like that. Alright, next one. Next one, we have its abilities. Its normal abilities, which is Compound Eyes and Unnerve. Intended ability, which is Swarm. Its gender ratio, which is a 50-50 between the male and female. We also have the catch rate, which is 190, which is a 35.2%. Its egg group, which is Bug. Hatch time, which is 20 cycles. Its height, which is 4 inches tall, which is 0.1 meter. A very small Pokemon. Its weight, which is 1 pound and 1.3 pounds, which is 0.6 kilograms. Base experience yield, which is 64. Leveling rate, which is medium. Its EV yield is in speed, so 1 in speed. Its Pokedex color, which is yellow. And its base friendship, which is 70. We are just going to read on the next thing. Joltik is a tiny arachnid Pokemon. It has 4 legs tipped with blue, uh, conical feet. Ovid body is completely covered in yellow fur, with notable tufts sticking out on each of its side of its face. Okay, next one. Just over its eye and its lower back, Joltik has 4 blue eyes. The 2 larger eyes are set relatively far apart on its face, containing black pupils. The 2 smaller, simple eyes are suited between its first pair, slightly higher up on its face. Joltik, uh, Joltik's mandibles point downward and reside at the bottom of its face, where they closely resemble tufts of hair. It is capable of producing silk from these mandibles, enabling it to hang from trees. At 4 inches tall, Joltik is one of the shortest Pokemon in existence. In fact, it is too small to generate its own electricity. So it attaches itself to a larger Pokemon and feeds off the sacs of electricity. More than often, it prefers sticking onto Yamper's hindquarters. It will also make its way into houses and feed off electricity and electricity in electric sockets. All of the energy absorbed, it stores in its electric pouch in its body. It is seen in the anime. Joltik is not especially aggressive, but will defend itself if bothered. It has been demonstrated that if Joltik is unable to find a source of energy, it will be unable to move and in serious danger. Joltik mainly lives in caves in cities with electricity. So just like the cave that we're in, as you can see the webs behind us, this would be a perfect spot for a Joltik or a Galvantula to live. Especially with all the electric Pokemon in Chargestone Cave. Okay, we are past the biology. We are now in the major appearances in the anime. Joltik debuted in Oshawott Lost Scallop, where it was accidentally mistaken as Ash's Oshawott's missing scallop. When the Oshawott put it on its stomach, the angry Joltik started to shock Oshawott until it was taken off. How can you mistake something so small for something that was probably super big? Because his scallop was kind of big compared to a 4-inch Joltik. Also, in reunion battles of Nimbasa, Sylvester used a Joltik to battle Georgia during the first round of the club battle tournament. They lost when Beartic fell on top of the Joltik, despite it using a creative strategy in which it attached itself to Beartic's hide and used Thunderbolt on it. Actually, that strategy actually, like, say if you were able to do strategies like the anime, that would be a really good strategy, because how are you gonna get that very small thing off of you? Also, Crisis in Chargestone Cave. Multiple Joltik and a Evangelist stole electricity from Pokemon and objects to feed on because the rocks in Chargestone Cavern that they normally have fed on were being stolen by Team Rocket. They reappeared in a flashback and battling the bully. We're getting some decent Pokemon today. Very good trades. I would say I understand Joltik's probably not like super loved, but hey, like I said, DLC Pokemon are what we're about right now because, like I always say, everybody has access to getting the DLCs. Not everybody has money like that, so it's like you're giving back to potentially people who don't have it. All right, the minor appearances appeared in Crisis at Ferroseed Research, The Mystery of the Missing Cubchoo, a close call practically, a pinch of this and a pinch of that, and also must be our heroes in The Witch. All right, next up, we have the anime Pokedex entries. In Black and White, episode 28, Ash's Pokedex said this. Joltik, the attaching Pokemon. Joltik cling to large Pokemon and absorb static electricity, storing the energy in special pouches. In Black and White, episode 88, Dawn's Pokedex said, Joltik, the attaching Pokemon. Joltik absorbs static electricity and attaches by attaching to larger Pokemon. Alright, scrolling down, we have the Pokedex entries in-game. In Black, Joltik lives in cities and learned a technique for sucking electricity out of outlets at houses. In Pokemon White, they attach themselves to large-bodied Pokemon and absorb static electricity, which they store electricity in a pouch. Black and White 2. Since it can't generate its own electricity, it sticks to large-bodied Pokemon and absorbs their static electricity. In Pokemon X, since it can't generate... Okay, so it said the same thing that Black and White 2 said. Attach themselves in Y. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire can't do its own electricity, so it flashes on. Oh. Huh. Okay, so nothing new there. After Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it did not make a debut until Sword and Shield. The only new thing is in Shield, Joltik latch onto Pokemon and suck the static electricity out. They were often found sticking to Yamper's hindquarters, because I'm assuming that's where most of his electricity comes from, I guess. Okay, in Scarlet and Violet, it says, for Scarlet, it says Joltik live in cities that learned a technique of sucking electricity out of outlets and houses. Okay, so we'd already said that. And also that it can't generate its own electricity in Violet. Okay, in-game locations. In Black, White, Chargestone Cave. In Black 2, White 2, Chargestone Cave. It also ends Pokemon in there as well, I guess. I don't know what that means. Actually, I can look into it. Hold on while we wait, because I know we have plenty of time for this. Okay. Ends Pokemon obtainable via memory link, with the exception of ends who main story memory link. So there's an assortment of Pokemon that you can get. Ends Pokemon have a 1% chance whenever it's possible to encounter one. Actually, how can you tell? Are they Are they like destined to be shiny, or upon encountering one of End's Pokemon, the game will notify the player by showing an entire animation that's similar to shiny Pokemon that has its own sound in green and yellow diamond lights. Okay, I was curious on how can you tell that it was an End Pokemon. It must be a very rare thing because I've never seen it while playing in black and white. Well, I mean, I played through black and white maybe once or twice. Alright, in X and Y, you can only breed it through Galvantula. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it was round 116, a hidden Pokemon. In Sun and Moon, it was the Pokemon Bank, same with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Definitely not in Let's Go games. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Routes 4, Rolling Fields, Dapple Grove, Westlake Axwell, East Lake Axwell, North Lake Mulcha, South Lake Mulcha, Giant Mirror, Giant's Cap, Rolling Fields, Dapple Grove, South Lake Mulcha, Monostoke Riverbank, Bridgefield, Hammerlock Hills, Giant's Cap, Lake of Outrage, Max Raid Battles. We also have the expansion pack, which is Training Lowlands, Frost Point Fields, Giant Beds, Frigid Sea, 3-point pass in Blammy Lake and Max Raid Battle. So no Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Legends Arceus, no. Scarlet and Violet couldn't get it until we had the DLC. The Canyon Bio, Chargestone Cavern, Polar Biome, and Terra Raid Battles of 1 star. Alright, back down we go. We will get down to the stats. For a Joltik stats, HP is 50. Attack is 47. Defense of 50. 57 of special attack. 50 of special defense and speed of 65. So its best stats is defense, special attack, and speed. Definitely on speed. Okay, we have type effectiveness chart. It is normally damaged by normal, flying, poison, ground, bug, ghost, water, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, and fairy. It is weak to rock and fire. It is immune to none. It's resisted to fighting, steel, grass, and electric. Alright, so we are now down to the learn set, which at level 1, it can get Absorb and Fury Cutter at level 1. At level 4, Electro Web, 8, Bug Bite. We also have String Shot at 12, Thunder Wave at 16, Electro Ball at 20, Agility at 24, Sucker Punch at 28, Slash at 32, Discharge at 37, 40 Screech, Gastro Acid at 44, and Bug Bugs at 48. Alright, we're down to the TMs. TMs we can get Agility, Protect, Struggle, Bug, Thief. We also got Pounce, Charge, Beam. We also have Facade, Swift, and Endure. We also have Volt Switch, Rain Dance, Sleep Talk, Electro Ball, Light Screen, Thunder, Wave, Poison, Jab, Rest, Leech, Life. We also got Substitute, X, Scissor. We have Giga Drain, Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, Helping Hand, Wild Charge, Bug Buzz, Thunder. We also have Terra Blast, Bug Bite, Lunge, Electro Rug, and Skitter Smack. Oh, we got a Gibble. Nice. Alright. Down for breeding, it can get Double Team, Infestation, Lunge, Poison Sting, and Struggle Bug. We went really quick through all the information here, so we're gonna get. Man, I wish there was more to it. But here's that. Once we finish the trivia and the origins, I can say what I wanted to do for next week's Pokemon. Ah, sorry, I'm yawning. I'm always tired these Sundays. Ah. All right. So, um, here we'll get on the trivia. It's not really that much for such a very, I would say, good Pokemon, since it only has 2 weaknesses. And they don't have a lot of trivia on it. Joltik is the only Pokemon with a base stat total of 319. Joltik is the smallest electric type Pokemon. And that is it for the trivia. Not really a lot to it. Joltik's origin. Joltik's name appearance in the Pokedex entries starting that it latches onto Pokemon and drain their static electricity. All suggests that it might be based off of a tick. It may also be based on a jumping spider, to who it evolves from a tarantula. Its name origin, Joltik may be the combination of jolt and tick, a parasitic arachnid. Its Japanese name, oh, geez, I'm not gonna say all this because I butcher the thing, but like orthomopedic, an electric crackling, or a tarantula. Maybe involved bug. I don't know. Oh, turn back around. Also, I should quickly look around, because there might be a shiny Pokemon standing close by. Because that one time that Electabuzz just showed up out of nowhere. Okay, hold on. A quick look around. Nobody looks shiny. I can't tell if that. I don't think that Joltik's shiny either. So I think we're good. You know what? Do this. No, wrong one. I didn't want to do that. I knew you weren't a shiny. I was trying to see if the Joltik was. Here, we'll do it like this. Take care of them. We definitely know you're not shiny. Joltik, over here. Take care of him. Also, I was gonna say, while we're here, take care of that thing too. Come back in. Alright, next up, our next trade. Alright, since we're at the end, technically, next week's Pokemon will be Smeargle. Smeargle will be next week's Pokemon. I only did it because I thought about doing it because I thought it would be interesting. Because I don't know. To be honest, Smeargle has been out since Generation 2. And I don't know that much about Smeargle. And I don't know, it might not be known to a lot of people about its information. So I thought it would be perfect for the fact is it will be level. I'll be doing level 1 Schmirgles, and they'll have sketch. So literally, you can get whatever move you want on it. So we'll learn a lot about Schmirgle for next week. But that's about it. I'm hoping that it will go over well because, again, like I said, I don't know that much about Schmirgle at all. And I thought it'd be interesting. Maybe I'll nickname them as Bob Ross, maybe. Bob Ross the Schmirgle. Just make some happy little accidents. All right. So, like I was saying in the beginning, we're still on our way to 300 subscribers. We're like almost there. Basically almost there. We keep it up, we can totally do it, and then I can be like, announce the next goal, and hopefully by the end of this year I can surpass my next goal. Because like I said, right as of right now, because I'm looking at it now on my phone, it is 262. Let's see at because again, I don't pull it up. I don't pull it up on screen, but I should talk about it more. It is literally the people who watch my content. 91% of you guys, 91%, 91.4% are not subscribed. That is a whole lot of people that are not subscribed and helping me hit my goal. They're just sitting there watching willy-nilly and not helping out. It'd be very much appreciated if this whole entire chart, bar chart here, would change. Because it's only 8.6% of people who watch are subscribed. It just would help out a lot if you guys just subscribe. Just help me out. I'm like almost there to my goal. I am like so close to my goal. Alright. We're almost done with all the trades. Hold on, there's a Schmirgle around here? Or is that outside? Why would there be a Schmirgle in here? What would he be painting? Actually, no, he'd probably be making some nice artwork of all the electric Pokemon in here. Blah blah blah. Alright. Hold on, was that a shiny one? Okay, I always need to check because I can't tell in the trade screen. Alright, how is everybody doing on today, the Sunday that it is? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Man, that was the first time I ever canceled one. Alright. But my Sunday went relatively as it normally does. I go into work, I set up, and then I get to go home. And then I came home and I just sat around because when it comes to recording this, I'm like, man, I need to set up everything, but then another Sprigatito. But then I sit down and I'm like, I just want to just relax. And then I'm like, man, I should so start the video. And then it's already like 12 o'clock. And I'm like, no, I need to get it done now. And like, as of right now, it is 1 o'clock. So it's like, I'm a little bit behind. This video should have already went up like over an hour ago. But probably by the time this uploads, it'll probably be like 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock. So there is that. The art of like recording and whatnot. It's like whether you want to do it or not. So yeah. All right. Also. I need to remember what I want to do. The stuff I want to do for next week, which I might have a few things ready to go. Maybe if I can figure out how to crop the video properly, I can do some showdown videos. I haven't played Showdown in so long. Also, I haven't played it in so long. I also don't think I have a lot of teams built. Like, I don't know. I don't know if any, but I'm actually looking right now. I don't know if any of these teams made it out. Hmm. I don't know. I still have the Overlord video stuff here as well. Maybe I'll start a new team and figure something out. Since we have the DLC Pokemon here, I should be able to do them in the ones in Scarlet and Violet, and not have to do some other format. So maybe I'll pick a bit of Pokemon and try and build a team, and maybe I can if the video can be cropped properly in the editing software that I have now, to see if it'll work. Because when I edited the videos through, well, when OBS is set, it doesn't crop properly to where it stretches the video out. It just crops and black screens the whole thing, which that one video was terrible. But I didn't know that until like afterwards, to where I like already uploaded it and was like, oh, this is trash. Why did I do it like that? So I think I'll do one. I'll do a surprise, not a surprise trade. I'll do a showdown video, because it's been so long. And I really haven't done any, like, major battles in, like, quite some time. Well, and battles in general. I really don't play Pokemon like that anymore. I play more, like, Fortnite well, I haven't played Power World in a while, too. But, like, we have, the Legends Arceus, stuff, being slated to be recorded, which hopefully people do enjoy that. Like, again, I haven't really played all the way through, so there is that. Alright, our last two here, and then we will go and trade away the Pokemon that need to be traded away. Oh, a Scyther might be a... Might evolve, maybe? No. Okay, our last one. I don't think there's a whole lot of Pokemon that need to be traded back away. Which, here, I can... Well, it already traded. No, it didn't trade. Alright, now it's it. We'll fix everything and make it right. Alright, last one going out. What are we gonna get? survey says another Sprigatito. So that means we've gotten 3 Sprigatitos today. Thank you. Alright. There we go. That is the last one for today. Alright, let's see. I need to get this one out. All these Pokemon are in the main game. You and okay, you weren't shiny. I was like, make sure that it's not shiny. Alright. So that is all 3 Pokemon that we have to trade back away. Okay, so we have this Iron Hands, this very shiny Iron Hands. We've got a Seadra, an Alolan Vulpix. We have a Formantis, a Buizel, a Wingull. We also have a Greedent, a Hariyama, a Routes, a Diglett, a Flareon. We also got a Voltorb, a Scatterbug, a Rockruff, a Gibble, a Mischievous, a Lechonk. We also have a Azumarill, a Graveyard, a Rookidee, a Hip-Hop, Hip-Hip, Hoppip, a Staravia, a Fletching. We got 3 Sprigatitos, a Scyther, 2 Buizels, a Silicobra, and a Paldean Tauros. Alright, so, like always, I don't need... Well, actually, no, you know what? You know what? I can stay and get these out. Alright, so, as we're ending it here, I do want to say again for the 3rd time, please subscribe. Please subscribe. It helps out the channel. It really does. It really, really does. But I'm going to end it here. Next week, like I said, we'll be giving away some Smeargles. And hopefully it will go over well, and we will learn a whole lot about them. We're gonna get a Fido. Nice. This person's getting super lucky with a shiny. But yeah, next week's Smeargle. Yeah. So you know what? I am gonna end it here, my talking. But I will see you next time. Oh wait. What am I doing? I'm not doing my outro. I'm going to end it here. So if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time in the next video. Bye-bye.